Friends, we all love a good gamble, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, but these days there's a new player on the field and they're not playing fair. They're bots and they're here to clean you out. We're talking about a $2.8 billion problem, folks. That's billion with a B. Now, you might be thinking, John, what can a bunch of ones and zeros do to me? Oh, my sweet summer child, they can do a lot. These bots are like the Terminator, but instead of hunting Sarah Connor, they're after your hard-earned cash. They're programmed to exploit loopholes in online betting systems. They can place bets faster than you can say degenerate gambler, and they're constantly evolving to stay ahead of the game. Think of it like this. Remember that time you tried to buy concert tickets online and they sold out in milliseconds? That was probably bots. We're about to dive deep into the shady world of bot-driven betting fraud, because in this game it's not just about winning, it's about not getting played. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more updates. So how do these digital Don Corleones actually pull off their scams? Well, picture this, a vast network of bots, all working together like a well-oiled cheating machine. These bots are controlled by shadowy figures who lurk in the darkest corners of the internet. They're like the puppet masters of the digital age, pulling the strings and raking in the cash. One of their favorite tricks is arbitrage betting. Sounds fancy, right? Don't worry, it's just a fancy way of saying they exploit price discrepancies between different betting platforms. Imagine this. One site has the Yankees at 2-1 odds, while another has them at 3-1. A human wouldn't even notice the difference, but a bot, they're all over that like a rash. They place bets on both sides, guaranteeing themselves a profit. It's like having your cake and eating it too, except the cake is your life savings and the bot ate it while you were busy trying to figure out how to refresh your browser. But wait, there's more. These bots are also masters of disguise. They can create fake accounts, pose as real users, and even generate fake betting histories to blend in with the crowd. They're like the chameleons of the cyber world, constantly changing their appearance to avoid detection. By the time you report them, they've already vanished into the digital ether, leaving you with nothing but a sense of unease and a lighter wallet. So next time you're placing a bet online, remember, you're not just up against other gamblers, you're up against an army of bots, all programmed to take your money. Now, let's talk about a scam so devious, so cunning, so downright ludicrous, that you'll wonder how anyone could fall for it. I'm talking, of course, about the accidental bet scam. This is where things get personal, folks. Imagine this. You're browsing your favorite online sportsbook, innocently checking the odds on the upcoming cricket match. Suddenly, a pop-up appears, offering a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win big. You click on it because who doesn't love a good deal, right? But instead of a magical prize wheel, you're met with a betting slip, already filled out with a ridiculous wager on a team you've never even heard of. Before you can say, wait, what? The confirm bet button seems to jump out at you, practically begging you to click it. And before you know it, congratulations. You've just placed a bet on the Uzbekistan under-15 Quidditch team to win the World Cup. And by win, I mean lose, because let's be honest, who even knew Uzbekistan had a Quidditch team? This, my friends, is the accidental bet scam in action. It preys on your natural curiosity, your love of a good deal, and your tendency to click on things without really thinking. But let's be honest, folks, these scammers are nothing if not innovative. They're like the Steve Jobs of scamming, constantly coming up with new and improved ways to separate you from your money. And their latest trick, AI-powered phishing and social engineering. Remember those Nigerian prince emails? Well, those were so 2005. These days, scammers are using sophisticated AI algorithms to create targeted phishing campaigns that are more convincing than ever. They can scrape your social media profiles, learn your interests, and even mimic the writing style of your friends and family. Imagine this. You get an email from your buddy Dave inviting you to join a new online sportsbook. He raves about the amazing odds, the generous bonuses, and the exclusive access to insider information. You trust Dave, so you click on the link and create an account, handing over your personal information and credit card details without a second thought. But here's the catch. Dave isn't Dave. It's a bot. And that exclusive sportsbook? It's a front for a sophisticated phishing operation. These AI-powered scams are so convincing that even the most tech-savvy among us can fall victim. Now, you might be thinking, John, this all sounds terrible, but surely the sportsbooks are doing something about it, right? Well, yes and no. Let's look at a cautionary tale, shall we? Remember Fabulous 50-1 Freddy, the online sportsbook that promised to turn your $10 into a cool 500? Well, it turned out that Freddy wasn't so fabulous after all. See, a group of enterprising bot makers, and let's be honest, enterprising is a polite word for what they are, decided to take Freddy for a ride. They unleashed their army of bots, all programmed to exploit a loophole in Freddy's bonus system. These bots signed up for thousands of accounts, claimed thousands in bonuses, and then like a flash mob of digital bandits, they vanished. Freddy, once a shining beacon of hope in the online gambling world, was left bankrupt and disgraced. The moral of the story? The house doesn't always win, especially when they're up against an army of tireless cheating machines. Now, legitimate sportsbooks are investing in sophisticated anti-fraud measures, but it's a constant arms race. So, what's being done to stop this digital crime wave? Well, the good news is that the online gambling industry is starting to take this threat seriously. The bad news is that they're playing catch-up and the bots are always one step ahead. Think of it like this, it's a game of whack-a-mole, but instead of moles, it's bots, and instead of a mallet, it's a bunch of sleep-deprived programmers armed with nothing but coffee and lines of code. They're trying to identify and block suspicious activity, but it's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. Some sportsbooks are implementing stricter verification processes, requiring users to submit proof of identity and address. Others are using machine learning algorithms to analyze betting patterns and flag suspicious accounts. And then there's the good old-fashioned human element, teams of security experts working around the clock to monitor for fraudulent activity. But let's be real, folks, it's an uphill battle. The bot makers are constantly finding new ways to circumvent these security measures, and the industry is struggling to keep up. Now, I know what you're thinking, John, that this is all very depressing. Is there any hope for us regular folks who just want to enjoy a little flutter without getting fleeced by a bunch of digital gangsters? Well, the answer, my friends, is a cautious yes. First off, let's state the obvious. If a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. Those promises of guaranteed wins and risk-free bets, yeah, they're about as real as a unicorn riding a roller coaster. Second, stick to reputable sportsbooks. Look for sites that are licensed and regulated, and do your research before you hand over any personal information. And for the love of all that is holy, read the terms and conditions. I know it's about as exciting as watching paint dry, but it could save you a world of pain. Third, be wary of unsolicited offers. If you get an email or a message from someone you don't know offering you a can't-miss betting opportunity, delete it immediately. And lastly, if you do decide to gamble online, use a strong password and enable two-factor authentication. It's not foolproof, but it might just make them choose an easier target. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on staying safe online.